Welcome back to Horoscope TV.
Thank you. It is great to be here.
So imagine hitting a forced factory reset on your entire personality. You know that feeling when your phone just simply shuts down?
Oh, yeah.
The screen goes totally black, and it absolutely refuses to do anything until the new software is installed?
Right. It is so frustrating.
Exactly. Well, that is exactly what the cosmos is demanding of you right now. If you have the zodiac sign of Leo, you're going to want to sit down and focus because this is exclusively for you.
Totally.
We are tracking the predictions and forecasts for the massive week of August 10th to August 16th. You absolutely need to tune in right now because this week features a total solar eclipse, and it is happening directly in your sign.
Which is huge.
It is a massive cosmic reset. It is going to force you to release those old, worn-out versions of yourself, and step into a much more authentic, confident identity.
Yeah, the astrological charts for this week are, they are showing a level of movement that we just rarely see packed into a single 7-day period.
It is a lot, right?
It is so much. While the end result of this energy is incredibly freeing, getting to that point requires navigating some very intense transitions.
Right.
The planets are really pushing you to evolve.
Yeah.
And to do that, we need to analyze exactly how the mechanics of these chart movements are going to play out in your daily life.
Because it is not just, abstract concepts up in the sky. This hits home.
Exactly.
So to really grasp the scope of this week, we have to start by analyzing the main event. On August 12th, the charts show a total solar eclipse happening in Leo.
Which, for Leo, is the biggest deal possible.
Right, because the sun is your ruling planet. It is the core of your ego, your drive, and basically how you shine in the world.
Yeah, the sun is everything for you.
So when a solar eclipse happens, the moon steps directly in front of the sun. It physically blocks the light.
Literally stands right in the way.
Right. So for you, this is not just a regular phase of the moon where you, set a few goals or light a candle.
No, not at all.
This is your ruling planet being momentarily shut off and then turned back on.
Think about the actual mechanics of what happens during that blockage.
Yeah.
The sun represents your conscious mind.
Okay.
It is the part of you that makes plans, protects your ego, and projects your image out into the world.
The face you show everyone.
Exactly. But the moon represents your deep subconscious. It is your hidden emotional needs and your raw instincts.
Oh, wow.
So when the moon blocks the sun during this eclipse in your own sign, your subconscious is literally overtaking your conscious ego.
That sounds intense.
It is a moment where the universe steps in and just forces your deepest inner truths straight to the surface. It demands that they take charge.
So the old stuff just has to go.
Yeah, the old ego structure, like the version of you that worries about what other people think, or the version of you that plays small just to fit in, gets completely blocked out.
Which brings us right back to that forced software update on a phone.
That is the perfect way to look at it.
Right, because the universe is just taking the phone right out of your hands. You have been putting off the update because you are busy or, because change is just uncomfortable.
We all hate that update notification.
Exactly. We always hit, remind me later. But the solar eclipse is the exact moment the screen goes completely dark. You cannot make any calls. You cannot open any apps.
You are just stuck.
Yeah, and it can feel very unsettling when the screen is just black. You might feel a sudden sense of loss or confusion for a minute.
Panic, even?
Right. But then the logo pops up, the screen turns back on, and suddenly all those background bugs that were totally draining your battery, they are fixed.
Yes.
You have brand new features, and the system runs incredibly fast.
That period where the screen goes dark is the necessary letting go phase.
You cannot skip it.
No, you simply cannot boot up the new operating system while the old one is still running. They will crash.
Makes sense.
For a Leo, shedding this old version of yourself is going to show up in very, very tangible ways this week.
Like what?
Well, because you are a fire sign, you are naturally driven by passion and expression. The bug in your old software might be a tendency to dim your own fire just to keep the peace.
Oh, I see.
You might find yourself, after this eclipse, suddenly entirely incapable of people-pleasing.
Wow.
Yeah, the desire to shrink yourself just to make others comfortable will just vanish from your code.
I can totally see that playing out as a sudden inability to tolerate bad habits, too.
Oh, definitely.
Like if you have been holding on to a routine that just drains you, say, agreeing to host every single family event, even when you are completely exhausted.
Right, doing it out of guilt.
Exactly. Or even holding on to a personal style, like clothes that belong to a past era of your life.
Yes, the physical expression.
The moment the eclipse passes, you will look at those habits and they will feel entirely foreign to you. You will want your outside expression to immediately match this new, upgraded internal software.
And that urge to match the outside to the inside is the physical manifestation of a deep cellular shift.
It is happening on a physical level,
It really is. The astro data points to a complete renewal of your core identity. You are upgrading the baseline of what you will accept in your life.
which is amazing.
It is amazing, but a major shift like this does not happen in a vacuum. The charts show that before we even get to the day of the eclipse on the 12th, the universe requires you to clear out the emotional debris.
The junk files.
Exactly. Because if you do not, that old debris would just corrupt the new software.
That brings us to August 10th. This day acts as the ultimate emotional clearing ground.
It is going to be a heavy day.
Yeah, the astro data for the 10th shows Mercury in Leo forming a square to Chiron. Now, considering the eclipse happens just 2 days later, this feels like the universe is making you scrub your entire house clean right before throwing a giant party.
That's exactly what it is.
You are literally on your hands and knees, scrubbing the baseboards, pulling out all the dust from under the rugs, just dealing with all the grime you ignored all year.
And it is not fun.
No, it is exhausting work, but you have to do it if you want the party to be beautiful.
The geometric tension of that square is exactly what forces the scrubbing.
Can you explain the square?
Sure. A square in the charts is a harsh 90-degree angle. It is an intersection where two planetary energies are crashing into each other and neither one wants to yield.
So it is a traffic jam.
Right. And it forces a crisis that requires immediate action. Mercury is the planet that governs your thoughts, your communication, and just the constant chatter in your mind.
Okay, Mercury is the mind.
Yes. And Chiron is known in the charts as the wounded healer.
The wounded healer, right.
It represents our deepest emotional cuts, our insecurities, and those highly sensitive spots we usually try to protect and hide.
So you have Mercury, which is your active thinking mind, crashing at a 90-degree angle directly into Chiron, which is your deepest insecurities.
Yep.
That honestly sounds like a recipe for a massive spike in anxiety.
Oh, the friction between those 2 points is intense. Because Mercury is in your sign right now, your thoughts are entirely focused on yourself, your identity, and your future.
Because it is all about you this week.
Exactly. But as you try to think about who you want to become, the crash into Chiron forces you to remember every single time you were rejected in the past.
Oh, that is the worst.
It is. August 10th is a day where old doubts and memories of failure will pop into your mind completely uninvited.
Like when you were just trying to relax.
Yes. You might be sitting on the couch doing absolutely nothing, and suddenly you remember a mistake you made 5 years ago, and your chest just tightens with anxiety.
The natural reaction there is to think something is terribly wrong with you.
Of course.
Like if the eclipse is supposed to bring this glorious new confidence, why is the brain suddenly pulling up a highlight reel of past embarrassments?
Right.
It feels incredibly counterproductive.
It feels that way, but the mechanism here is entirely purposeful.
Okay.
You cannot bring the heavy baggage of past rejections into the new operating system.
It will slow it down.
Exactly. If you try to carry those old insecurities across the threshold of the solar eclipse, they will infect your new confidence.
Like a virus.
Yes. The tension of the square on the 10th is literally pulling the dirt out from under the rug. The universe forces you to look at those wounds so you can finally process them and sweep them out the door.
Wow.
The anxiety is just the feeling of the negative energy leaving your body.
So the strategy is essentially emotional triage.
Absolutely.
If you feel that sudden wave of self-doubt on August 10th, the absolute worst thing you can do is attach a narrative to it.
Do not make it a story.
Right. Do not sit there and build a whole story about why you are a failure. You have to recognize that this is just the charts squeezing the old emotional poison out of the wound.
Breathe through the house cleaning. Take a bath, go for a long walk in silence, and just watch the anxious thoughts pass by like cars on a highway.
Just watch them go.
Yes, do not jump out into traffic to chase them. Just let the old memories surface, acknowledge them, and let them fade.
That emotional triage is going to be incredibly necessary because the tension on August 10 is not confined to your own head.
No, it is not.
The astro data reveals that this intense purging energy spills directly over into your romantic life on that exact same day.
It is a huge day for love.
August 10th is acting like a total pressure cooker for relationships.
We are looking at a day of extreme contrast in the romantic sphere.
What do you mean by contrast?
Well, During the daylight hours, Venus, which is sitting comfortably in its home sign of Libra, forms a trine to Pluto.
Okay, Venus and Pluto.
Venus handles love, attraction, and how we relate to partners. Pluto is the planet of the underworld.
The underworld.
Yeah, it handles absolute depth, hidden truths, and total transformation.
Oh, wow.
And a trine is a flowing, supportive angle, meaning these two planets are working together smoothly.
So you have the planet of love holding hands with the planet of hidden depths.
Exactly.
That sounds like a major desire to skip the small talk and get straight to the bottom of the soul.
The urge for authenticity will be overpowering.
You are not going to want to talk about the weather.
Not at all. You are going to want to sit down with your partner and have incredibly honest conversations. You might find yourself sharing secrets you have never spoken aloud before,
That is beautiful.
or discussing your biggest, most intimidating dreams for the future. Pluto brings a shovel and wants to dig to the absolute core of the relationship to ensure the foundation is strong enough to survive the upcoming eclipse.
That level of honesty is amazing, but, it requires a massive amount of vulnerability.
Really scary.
You are literally opening up your chest and showing someone your heart. And that makes what happens next incredibly dangerous.
Yes, it does.
Because the charts show that just a few hours later, when the sun goes down on the 10th, Venus moves away from Pluto and moves into a direct opposition with Neptune.
And an opposition creates a tug of war.
So they are fighting.
The planets are staring each other down from across the sky. Neptune is the planet that governs dreams, but it also governs illusions, fog, and total confusion.
Fog is a great word for it.
It acts like a thick mist rolling over a landscape. When Venus opposes Neptune, the clear, honest connection you felt during the day is suddenly swallowed by misunderstandings.
So if the daytime conversations are so grounded and truthful because of Pluto, how do we suddenly lose our grip on reality just because it gets dark?
It is a sharp turn.
It is. What is the actual mechanism making us fall for the illusion?
The mechanism is emotional exhaustion combined with blurred perception.
Oh, because of the digging earlier.
Exactly. The deep digging you did with Pluto earlier in the day drained your emotional reserves. Your defenses are completely down.
You are tired.
So when Neptune rolls in, you do not have the mental energy to see through the fog. Neptune bends light and twists reality. A shadow in the fog suddenly looks like a monster.
Which means a completely harmless interaction can be totally blown out of proportion.
All the time.
Let us say you had that beautiful soul-bearing talk in the afternoon. Then, at 10 o'clock at night, your partner sends a text message that is just slightly brief, maybe just because they are tired.
Just a short text.
Normally, you would not think twice about it. But under the Venus-Neptune opposition, the fog twists that text message into a monster.
You might misinterpret their tone completely.
You think they are mad.
Yes. Your tired mind, heavily influenced by the illusion of Neptune, will convince you that they are pulling away or that they are judging the secrets you shared earlier.
That is so dangerous.
A day of profound bonding can suddenly warp into a jealous, confusing argument over absolutely nothing. The tragedy is that neither person actually changed their feelings. The lens they are looking through simply became distorted.
So the rule for August 10th has to be, do not have important relationship discussions after the sun goes down.
Absolutely not.
If you feel a sudden spike of jealousy or confusion late at night, you have to remember the fog. Put the phone away, go to sleep, and wait for the mist to clear in the morning.
Just sleep on it.
Do not try to navigate a complex emotional landscape when you cannot see 2 feet in front of your face.
That applies heavily to single individuals as well. The fog of Neptune can make you project all of your romantic fantasies onto someone you just met.
Oh, no.
You might meet someone on the night of the 10th and become instantly convinced they are your soulmate, only to realize a few days later that you completely ignored all of their red flags.
So if you are single, you are much better off waiting out the storm. The charts are showing that just a few days later, on August 13th, the landscape changes entirely.
The fog lifts.
Right. Mercury moves into a sextile with Venus.
A sextile is a beautiful angle of opportunity and charm.
It is helpful.
Very helpful. By the 13th, the eclipse has already happened, resetting your confidence. The emotional house cleaning of the 10th is completely done.
The house is clean.
The fog of Neptune is completely burned off. So when Mercury, your communication, links up with Venus, your romantic appeal, your words become incredibly smooth.
You have your groove back.
You are articulate, charming, and radiating the authentic power of the new software.
The plan is crystal clear then. Survive the emotional purge and the late-night fog on the 10th. Let the eclipse reboot your identity on the 12th.
Yes.
And save all your romantic efforts, dates, and big conversations for the 13th, when you are operating from a place of pure, attractive clarity.
And as the fog clears from your love life, the charts reveal an entirely different kind of energy taking over.
What kind of energy?
The focus makes a sharp pivot away from romance and points directly toward wealth and material success.
Oh, I love that pivot.
On August 11th, the day right before the eclipse, the moon enters your own sign.
When the moon, which rules our internal emotional state, comes home to your sign, it acts like a massive battery charge.
It wakes you up.
You get that classic Leo swagger back, the heavy emotional scrubbing from the day before is finished, and you wake up feeling present, alive, and just ready to conquer the world.
That internal emotional boost from the moon is perfectly timed because it aligns with a major transit involving your drive and ambition.
Okay, tell me about that.
On that exact same day, August 11th, Mars forms a trine to the node.
Mars and the node.
Mars is the engine of the zodiac. It is pure action, aggression, and forward momentum.
It is the gas pedal.
Exactly. And the node, specifically the north node, represents the compass needle pointing toward your ultimate destiny and the path you are meant to walk in this lifetime.
This sounds like being handed the keys to a ridiculously fast sports car.
It is a lot of power.
The moon in your sign gives you the confidence to get in the driver's seat, and Mars trining the node is the gas pedal pressed flat to the floor. You suddenly have massive horsepower at your fingertips, and the compass is pointing straight toward success.
The alignment is incredibly powerful, but a sports car with that much horsepower requires a very disciplined driver.
Right, you could easily crash.
Mars provides an aggressive urge to act, to claim territory, and to build wealth. Because you feel so renewed and confident, the immediate temptation is going to be to hit the gas way too hard and just spin the tires.
You want to show off the new you. When you feel like royalty, you want to dress like it, drive like it, and spend like it. The danger here is taking all of that incredible Mars energy and blowing it at the mall on designer clothes or an expensive watch just to prove you have arrived.
This is a huge trap.
You can crash the car by spending all your fuel in the first mile.
Building a kingdom is entirely different from just buying a crown.
Wow, that is a great way to put it.
The trine to the node implies that this energy is meant for long-term destiny, not short-term gratification. The astro data is giving you a window to build a fortress of financial security around your future.
A fortress, not a shopping spree.
Exactly. You have to take that aggressive drive and channel it into structures that will outlast the current week.
So the practical application of August 11 is to aggressively pursue wealth-building mechanisms.
Put the money to work.
Instead of buying the watch, you sit down with that intense Mars focus and completely restructure your savings plan. Or you take that ambition and pour into launching the side business you have been dreaming about. You use the horsepower to aggressively research a long-term investment that will pay off for years.
You are laying the bricks for the foundation. By focusing that drive on long-term growth on the 11th, you set the perfect stage for the massive career developments that the charts show hitting on August 12th.
The day of the eclipse.
Yes. The solar eclipse arrives and brings the cosmic reset we discussed, but it does not just change your internal identity.
It changes the outside, too.
It shifts how the world views your professional capabilities.
The shedding of that old people-pleasing identity makes you a natural leader.
People can feel it.
When you stop worrying about making everyone else comfortable, you suddenly have the bandwidth to just take charge. Your boss and your colleagues will sense that shift immediately.
They will see a new you.
They will look at you and see someone who is finally ready for the big project or the promotion.
You are radiating a sense of absolute self-worth. You are no longer willing to accept less than you deserve, which naturally opens the door to new sources of income.
People pay for confidence.
They really do. And the charts provide an extra spark of genius on the 12th to help you capitalize on this. Mercury forms a sextile to Uranus.
Uranus is the wild card of the planets, right?
It is. It governs sudden, unpredictable events, lightning bolt inspiration, and pure genius.
Lightning bolts.
It does not operate on a slow, logical timeline. It just strikes.
So when your thoughts and communication Mercury link up with the lightning bolts of Uranus, your mind becomes a receiver for brilliant financial ideas.
You become a genius for a day.
You could literally be driving to the grocery store or just making a cup of coffee, and an idea will drop into your head that could completely change your financial trajectory.
Out of nowhere.
It brings unexpected solutions to old problems and sudden windfalls.
You have the new confidence from the eclipse, you are stepping into leadership, and you're having strokes of absolute genius.
Sounds like a perfect day.
The stage is set for a massive professional victory. But the astro data for the 12th also holds a very serious warning.
Oh, here we go.
There is a trap hidden in the workplace on this day.
What is the trap?
The trap comes from a different angle involving Mercury. While it is receiving brilliant ideas from Uranus, Mercury is simultaneously forming an opposition to Pluto.
Oh, Pluto again.
We discussed Pluto earlier. It rules the underworld, secrets, and intensity.
Right.
When Pluto's energy opposes your communication in a professional setting, it manifests as toxic office politics, power struggles, and deep-seated jealousy.
The mechanism of jealousy makes perfect sense here, actually.
Because you are shining so bright.
You are suddenly shining brighter than you ever have. You are pitching brilliant ideas, and you have stopped shrinking yourself to make your coworkers feel secure.
People hate that.
The contrast is going to make anyone with low self-esteem extremely uncomfortable. They will feel completely threatened by your light.
And because Pluto operates in the shadows, they will not challenge you directly.
It is all sneaky.
The opposition means someone might actively try to drag you down into the mud. They will try to bait you into a whispered conversation, trap you in gossip, or start a secret power struggle over a project, just to destabilize your new confidence.
So how do you protect the new software from this kind of virus?
It takes discipline.
You have to step up and act like a leader, but how do you do that without making yourself a massive target for the people who want to pull you back down?
You neutralize Pluto by refusing to play in the shadows.
Stay in the light.
Do not engage in the water cooler gossip. If a coworker tries to bait you into complaining about management or whispering about a colleague, just walk away.
Turn around and leave.
Keep all of your communications strictly professional, transparent, and based entirely on facts.
You just let the work speak for itself.
Let the results talk.
You do not need to defend your new position or argue about your brilliant ideas. You just execute them. When you operate in the bright sunlight, Pluto's shadow tactics lose all their power.
They have nothing to grab onto.
You remain untouched by the office politics because you absolutely refuse to lower your vibration to match theirs.
It is brilliant, but navigating that kind of toxic environment while simultaneously processing a total solar eclipse and a massive cosmic reset is an incredible burden on the human body.
It sounds exhausting.
The mind might be buzzing with brilliant ideas from Uranus, but the physical form has to process the sheer volume of energy moving through it.
Your body feels it.
The charts are very clear about the physical toll this week will take.
The connection between the astrological charts and the physical body is undeniable here.
Completely linked.
The eclipse is literally rewriting your energetic baseline. It is installing the new software, and just like a phone during a major update, the battery is going to drain rapidly.
It gets hot and the battery dies.
You might feel a strange buzzing restlessness in your muscles, or you might hit a wall of complete, undeniable physical exhaustion.
The universe provides a very clear instruction on how to handle this physical drain.
What is the instruction?
On August 11, the day before the peak of the eclipse, Mars moves out of Gemini and enters the sign of Cancer.
Okay, Mars in Cancer.
Mars represents your physical energy, your drive, and how you assert yourself. Cancer is a water sign represented by the crab.
The crab with the hard shell.
Exactly. It is all about the home, privacy, emotional safety, and retreating into a protective shell.
So if Mars is your engine and it drives into the deep waters of Cancer, the engine needs to cool down.
It needs a break.
You cannot keep running at maximum speed. It is like trying to run a marathon while simultaneously delivering a motivational speech to the crowd.
You just cannot do both.
You are putting out so much output that your muscles are screaming. Mars entering Cancer is the universe opening the door to the locker room.
That is a great analogy.
You have to go inside, sit on the bench, put ice on your knees, and hide from the crowd for a minute.
The safety of the locker room is mandatory.
You cannot skip it.
If you try to ignore this transit, if you push through the exhaustion and force yourself to go to a networking event or a loud party on the 11th or 12th, you will experience a massive burnout.
You will just collapse.
Your physical body is demanding a retreat to the safety of your home.
The self-care required this week is not optional. It is a structural necessity for the cosmic reset to complete properly.
It is part of the process.
You have to actively manage your energy reserves. That means looking at your calendar for the 11th and 12th and ruthlessly canceling any social plans that are not absolutely critical.
Clear the schedule. And hydration becomes incredibly important.
Water is key.
Eclipses move massive amounts of energy, and water helps the physical body process those shifts. You need to prioritize deep, restorative sleep.
Go to bed early.
When your workday is done, do not bring the office politics home with you. Shut the front door, turn off the phone, and give yourself permission to simply exist in the quiet of your shell.
There is zero guilt in doing absolutely nothing when your body is undergoing a massive cellular update.
Not at all.
And the astro data shows that you will not be stuck in the locker room forever. The exhaustion is temporary.
Very temporary.
By August 13, the energy makes a grounding shift.
On the 13th, the moon moves out of your sign and enters Virgo.
Virgo is an earth sign, right?
It is. It is highly practical, focused on routine, health, and the mechanics of the physical body.
Very solid.
When the moon hits Virgo, the chaotic, draining energy of the eclipse settles into the earth. You are going to wake up feeling grounded, normal, and physically healthy again. The battery is fully recharged.
The timing of that recharge is perfect.
It really is.
You survive the intense emotional house cleaning, you let the eclipse reset your identity, you dodge the jealous office politics, you hide in your locker room to recover, and you wake up on the 13th feeling solid.
Ready to go.
That sets you up perfectly for the end of the week, which brings the absolute biggest, luckiest payoff of the entire month.
The climax of the week arrives on August 15th. The charts show Mercury meeting Jupiter directly in your sign of Leo.
Mercury and Jupiter.
In astrology, when two planets meet, it is called a conjunction. They are occupying the exact same degree in the sky, blending their energies into a single, massive force.
Jupiter is the planet everyone wants to see in their chart.
It is the best.
It is the great benefic. It governs massive expansion, incredible luck, optimism, and grand visions.
It makes everything huge.
It acts like a giant magnifying glass, making everything it touches bigger and more abundant.
So when you combine the magnifying glass of Jupiter with Mercury, which rules your thoughts, ideas, and communication, the result is explosive mental expansion.
Your mind is just wide open.
Your mind is stretched to see possibilities you could not even imagine a week prior. It brings huge optimistic ideas and a profound wave of luck for your professional growth.
Your brain is functioning on maximum creative horsepower. You are not just seeing the next step, you are seeing the entire staircase.
And people want to hear about it.
And more importantly, the people around you are finally ready to listen. Your boss, your clients, the decision makers, they are totally open to your grand vision.
The nasty power struggles and office politics from the 12th have completely dissolved.
They are just gone.
That toxic atmosphere is gone. This is the reward for staying calm, refusing to engage in the gossip, and letting your work speak for itself. You are now positioned to pitch your ideas to a highly receptive audience.
But consider the whiplash here.
It is a fast change.
Just 3 days prior, on the 12th, the strategy was to lay as low as possible. Stay out of the crossfire, avoid the water cooler, and dodge the jealous coworkers.
Right.
Now, on the 15th, the strategy is to march straight into the boss's office, command the room, and pitch a massive grand vision.
Yes, it is.
What actually shifted in the planetary mechanics to make this sudden boldness safe?
The key is understanding the movement of Mercury.
Okay, track Mercury for me.
On the 12th, Mercury was locked in that opposition with Pluto. Pluto is the source of the jealousy, the shadows, and the desire to tear things down.
The bad environment.
It was a hostile environment for communication, but the planets never stop moving. By the 15th, Mercury has traveled away from Pluto's toxic influence and has moved into the warm, expansive embrace of Jupiter.
So Jupiter brings the sun out.
Exactly.
Jupiter operates in broad daylight. It has zero interest in secrets or petty jealousy.
Precisely. The fundamental atmosphere of the room has shifted from paranoid to optimistic.
That is a huge relief.
On the 12th, they were looking for a reason to find a flaw in your work. On the 15th, because of Jupiter's influence, they are looking for a reason to say yes to your ideas and hand you a promotion.
The coast is entirely clear.
It is wide open.
This is the moment to utilize that brand new post-eclipse confidence. You have the upgraded software. You know your worth.
Ask for what you want.
Step up, ask for the big meeting on August 15, and show them the full scope of what you are capable of. Do not play small. Do not hedge your bets. Pitch the grand vision with absolute authority.
When you experience this kind of massive success, brilliant inspiration, and renewed physical energy, your natural Leo instinct will be to celebrate.
You want to throw a party.
You will want to share this incredible vibration with the people around you. But the astro data provides a very specific warning about who you should invite into your inner circle this week.
Navigating the people in your life is going to require strategy. Not everyone is going to understand or support this massive cosmic reset.
No, they will not.
The charts point out very clearly who is going to act as an ally and who is going to drag you down into the mud.
We can determine this by analyzing the elemental compatibility in the charts.
Who is the best match?
Your absolute best match, your greatest ally for this week, is Sagittarius.
Why does Sagittarius align so perfectly with the chaos and the triumphs of this specific week?
It comes down to the mechanics of the elements. Both Leo and Sagittarius are fire signs.
Fire signs get each other.
Fire requires oxygen to breathe and fuel to burn, and you naturally provide that for each other. You both understand the need for space, adventure, and living out loud.
No apologies.
When the solar eclipse forces you to shed your old skin and step into a wild new plan for your life, Sagittarius is the one friend who will not tell you to calm down or be realistic.
They will never tell you to be realistic. Sagittarius acts as the ultimate hype man.
The best hype man.
If you are standing on stage, ready to perform the new version of your life, they're in the front row, cheering louder than anyone else, telling the sound guy to turn the speakers up.
They thrive on expansion. Furthermore, Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter.
Oh, the lucky planet.
So when your chart lights up on the 15th with that massive Mercury-Jupiter conjunction, bringing those huge optimistic visions, Sagittarius speaks that exact language.
They get it instantly.
They understand the grand vision intuitively. When the moon enters your sign on the 11th and you feel the urge to conquer the world, your Sagittarius friends are the ones you call to strategize and celebrate with.
They will throw fuel on your fire in the best possible way.
Absolutely.
But the charts also show the other side of the coin. The absolute worst match for you this week is Scorpio.
It is a tough dynamic.
If Sagittarius is the hype man in the front row, Scorpio is the grumpy neighbor calling in a noise complaint, trying to pull the plug on the concert because it is past their bedtime.
The clash between Leo and Scorpio this week is rooted in fundamentally opposed elemental needs.
How so?
You are fire, and Scorpio is intense, deep water. What happens when you pour heavy water on a bright fire?
It completely extinguishes it.
Exactly. The eclipse makes you want to live out in the open, you want to be seen, you want to share your ideas, and you want to shine.
And Scorpio.
Scorpio naturally prefers the shadows. They value secrecy, control, and keeping things hidden below the surface.
The friction is amplified tenfold this week because of the planetary rulers involved, right?
I started it.
Remember the nasty office politics on the 12th caused by the opposition to Pluto? Pluto is the ruling planet of Scorpio.
Yes, it is.
So when you interact with a Scorpio this week, they are carrying that exact Pluto energy directly into your dynamic.
They are the physical embodiment of the power struggle.
Wow.
They will look at your sudden burst of confidence and your big, sunny ideas, and their natural suspicion will flare up.
They will think you are hiding something.
They might view your newfound self-worth as shallow or arrogant. They may try to control the situation, impose rigid rules on your expansion, or dig for hidden motives that do not even exist.
That is so frustrating.
You just want to move forward and celebrate, and they want to drag you into a heavy psychological debate.
Engaging with that energy sounds incredibly exhausting. You are trying to install new software, and they're trying to write a virus into the code.
The practical advice is to set hard boundaries.
Just build a wall.
Lean heavily into your fire friends. Call your Sagittarius allies on the 11th and the 15th to dream big and share your victories.
Keep them close.
But when it comes to Scorpio coworkers, family members, or friends, you must maintain a polite, professional distance, especially around the volatile energy of the 12th.
Do not try to convince them of your grand vision because they are not in a place to hear it.
They will not understand it.
Do not let their suspicion or their need for control dim the brightness of your eclipse energy. Protect your fire at all costs.
Guard it closely.
You have worked too hard clearing out the emotional debris to let someone else track mud back into the house.
Surround yourself with the people who want to watch your fire burn bright, and keep a safe distance from anyone carrying a bucket of water.
I think that is the ultimate strategy for navigating the complex web of relationships during a week of such profound personal transformation.
It is the only way through.
Protect the work you are doing on yourself. As we wrap up our analysis of this monumental week, let us quickly look at the fun tools the universe is offering to help align your physical reality with these chart movements.
These are great to keep in mind.
The color of the week that perfectly resonates with your shifting energy is sunglow.
Beautiful color.
Wear it, put it in your environment, and let it act as a visual reminder of the fire you are tending. Your lucky numbers to watch for are 1, 8, 12, 27, 35, and 49.
Write those down.
And if you need to schedule a major launch, have a critical conversation, or take a bold step toward your new future, the most powerful dates to take action are August 11 and August 12.
Keep those dates and tools in mind as you navigate the shifts. But before we finish, I want you to consider one deep question based on everything the planetary mechanics have revealed today.
This is the big takeaway.
We know the total solar eclipse is forcing a cosmic reset and clearing away the outdated version of your identity. So what is one bold, authentic trait about yourself that you have been hiding out of fear that you are finally ready to show the world on Monday morning?
That is the exact question you need to be asking as the screen goes dark and the new software prepares to boot up. Think deeply about what you are ready to unleash. Thank you so much for listening to the episode on Horoscope TV. We are incredibly grateful you chose to spend this time with us. Please subscribe so that you can get notified the moment the next episode is available. Have a phenomenal, transformative week.